Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. It's your girl Tanya, aka the Hood Table, coming at you with some update information on a local breaking news story that happened approximately about a week ago in our neck of the woods of Omaha, Nebraska. And it is pertaining to a beautiful young lady, 25-year-old Alexandria Mitchell. We had brought you this story a couple of days ago because in our city, there has been several tragedies, like really serious, heartbreaking tragedies over the last month, and one of them involved Alexandria Mitchell, which is a member of our community here in Omaha, Nebraska, and she lost her life, unfortunately, to a murder suicide situation. So I want to first of all play this short video clip for those of you who do not know what's been going on.
Omaha police identify the man and woman found dead in an Exarban area apartment. Police were called to the Centerline complex near 70th and Oak Monday morning. Neighbors said they overheard an argument, and so they called 911. Police knocked on the door, announced their presence, and then they heard two gunshots. Police say they walked in and found 25-year-old Alexander Mitchell, 29-year-old Nicholas Page dead. Investigators are looking at the case as a murder-suicide. They have not said who fired the gun.
So as you just heard, it was 25-year-old Alexandria Mitchell and her boyfriend, 29-year-old Nicholas Page. He had shot her on her 25th birthday. It is really sad. It's really heartbreaking. A lot of people was affected by this news. Matter of fact, some people really, really close to the Hood Table, some true supporters of the Hood Table, are related to her. So we already said it, but I'm going to say it again and again. Our heartfelt condolences go out to the family members of Alexandria Mitchell. She touched a lot of lives, a lot of people here in Omaha, Nebraska, including some of the people who are supporters of the Hood Table, including my own godmom, who she was in our live the other day. And we had people on here who was talking about the situation of what happened. And it is still really fresh to her because it's really close to home when it comes to my godmom, because they were church family. They were members of the same church, and my mom was very fond of her and she adored her. And just recently, they had taken pictures together at church, and then this happened. And so, yeah, a lot of people are affected. But even as horrible as this tragedy may seem to be in a lot of people's eyes and minds and hearts, her family and friends would like us to remember her on more positive notes. So with that being said, I'm going to play the next video footage of our news station once again here in Omaha, Nebraska, a local news station, KETV. And here we go.
Well, tonight, loved ones remember a woman killed in an apparent murder-suicide. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rob McCarthy.
I'm Julie Cornell. Alexandria Mitchell was killed a week ago on her 25th birthday. Omaha police say 29-year-old Nicholas Page shot her and then himself.
KETV News Watch 7's Quinicia Fraser spoke with Mitchell's loved ones and joins us live. Quinicia.
Rob, Julie, those loved ones say they don't want Mitchell to be remembered how she died, but how she lived, who she was. I spoke with two of her uncles and a close friend, and they all remember her in the same light, kind and loving, a shining light.
Her voice just runs through my mind all day.
A voice that Alexandria Mitchell's uncles say spoke up for those around her.
The status quo just wasn't enough for her, and I think that's a great quality.
Mitchell was a diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging specialist at Medical Solutions, but her dedication to others went far beyond that.
Alex was the light in our lives. To only imagine that you met an angel on earth. So sweet, so compassionate.
Mitchell and Nika Johnson formed a close bond as board members of Urban League of Nebraska Young Professionals.
The meeting will end, and Alex will have an email within 10 minutes of a recap of agenda.
As organized as she was, Johnson says Mitchell was even more thoughtful.
I worked so much, but it was always Alex to remind me to slow down. and to take time for myself.
1 week after Mitchell was killed in what police call a murder-suicide, her uncle Dan and Ross has this message.
It is very important that you get to know the people who are around your family, who they date. And mental health is a real thing.
Now they're reflecting on the bright smile that could light up an entire room.
It's like a shining light wherever she went. And like, I think I might have seen her mad maybe once in her entire life.
Holding on to memories of a life that constantly poured into others.
It's hard to see how you're going to be made whole from this here, but it's a process you're going to take as a one step at a time.
Alexandria Mitchell's funeral is Wednesday at Forest Lawn Funeral Home. You can send flowers or cards to the Urban League of Nebraska. We'll have the address in this story on KETV.com.
Yes, this is going to be a hard thing to deal with for a lot of people for a lot of time to come. Again, Alexandria Mitchell, she was 25 years old. She died from a murder-suicide situation by the hands of her boyfriend, 29-year-old Nicholas Page. The other day when we first brought you this story, we did read some posts that people had shared on social media. I also want to read a particular post, which is from my godmom, who some of you guys have probably seen in the chats, from time to time. But she had posted a picture of her and Alexandria that she had literally just taken not that long before, this situation occurred. And my godmom had wrote on social media, and this is a picture of the two of them right here. She said, Alexandria Mitchell, I wanted to wait until family and friends shared before sharing my thoughts over your passing. I knew her for only a short time. We served together at Ambassadors Worship Center. She stood out the first day I met her. She was soft-spoken with a beautiful smile, giving me gentle hugs each Sunday we saw each other. I watched as she silently praised God in the first service that she sat by me, catching hands as we prayed, and tears silently rolled down her face, said her worship was really touching my very soul. As I reflect back on those moments, I'm reminded of the scripture Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Alexandria was an angel touching all of our lives in a special way, imprinting images of love that have left us longing for more of her presence, ensuring that we will never forget she was here. So glad I had stopped to take her picture. The few times I did, I shall truly miss her. My deepest condolences to her family and my church family. And that is what my godmom had to say on her social media. And there they are together at their church, Ambassadors. Again, our heartfelt condolences go out to Alexandria Mitchell's family, friends, to my godmom, to her relatives who are family of the Hood Table, official hoodies, supporters of the Hood Table. When this story first broke, I had wanted to speak on this situation, but didn't because it was so close to home for a lot of people that I know, who know her, and I just didn't want to. I just felt some type of way about it. But then one of her uncles reached out to me and said, please speak on this because people need to speak about these type of things because not a lot of people speak about these type of things when it comes to, murder, suicide. And one thing that one of her uncles said on the news story was, it's very, very important to know who your family members are socializing with, dating, mingling with. And I know sometimes people might be like, well, that's their business. That's their business. I don't care who they mess with. Woo, woo, woo. I'm those type of people who I'm always like, I guess maybe I'm just nosy, which probably is the reason why I'm on social media the way I am now. But, it is what it is. But I'm nosy. Who are you? Who's your family? Where are you from? Where you know each other from? You know, I'm like that. I'm that person. I'm that auntie. I'm that cousin. I'm that mama. Okay. So, but I understand exactly where he's coming from in that situation because a lot of times the people that our family members are involved with, we don't see it coming at all until it hits us smack dab in the face. As with this situation right here, I'm sure her family and friends, none of them saw this coming at all. You guys, please like and share this video. Support the Hood Table if you can. Make sure you subscribe to the Hood Table. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. I know that Alexandria's funeral, they had discussed it on the news story, and I have posted it on my social media for those in the area who might, want to show their support by coming to the services. Again, her service will be Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. Visitation only is at 10 a.m. to noon. Graveside burial is noon to 12:30 p.m. Repast is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Forest Lawn Funeral Home, 7909 Mormon Bridge Road, Omaha, Nebraska, 68152. And on that note, everybody, in loving memories of Alexandria Mitchell, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood.